It definitely did not feel like it today, but the temperature is slowly dropping, and when it gets colder, the heating bills add up quickly.
Keith Carson takes us on an independent energy audit in this week's Look at Maine's Changing Climate to find ways to lower heating expenses.
One of the easiest ways for most Mainers to save money and improve their carbon footprint is to insulate the house they already live in. We're here in a 1950s house, which is kind of typical of Maine housing stock, or somewhere in the middle here, with Colin from All Around Home Performance. He's an independent energy auditor. And Colin, what are we doing here right now?
So we're setting up a blower door, which is a temporary door frame with a fan in it. This measures the air leakage rate of the house. So it's pulling air out of the house, basically acts like a 20-mile-per-hour wind hitting the house, so you can go around and see where all the air leaks are.
We think about insulation in houses, what's the R value in your walls, but air sealing often one of the first things you can do to help reduce your energy costs?
Right, yeah, so everybody knows about insulation and how it's important, but also the air leakage in the house and how much air is escaping from the house and pulling all the heat with it is also really important.
All right, so we're going to kick this thing on. It's going to get pretty loud, so we'll let it run for a while and see what we find.
Yeah. So we can see that it's insulated. And then any place where you see purple streaks, that's actually cold air coming into the house here. So you can see that there's a lot of cold air, the purple streaks coming in through the bottom of the doorway there. So the air is just coming right through here. That's just cold air leakage coming into the house. It's insulated, but there's a lot of air leakage coming in.
And this is coming in through the knee wall here. This is some
Correct.
sort of access panel, and the
Yeah.
air is sneaking underneath it.
Yeah, there's a little attic space behind here that's used for storage.
All right, Colin, now we're in a spot where we've got a lot of overhead, or pot lights as they like to call them. You're talking about this is a culprit in a lot of homes for where we can lose some heat.
Right, these old recessed light fixtures, it's essentially like a hole cut in the ceiling. And here there are 8 recessed lights, so just 8 open slots in the ceiling where heat is just able to go right through that. So with the blower door running, we can definitely see a lot of cold air coming through here.
So once again, we have a shiplap problem here where you don't have a continuous barrier and you're leaking a lot of heat through here.
Correct, yeah. You can see every purple line here is just cold air coming right through the wall.
So same kind of recommendation here. Maybe if you want to keep the charm of the shiplap, half-inch drywall underneath would go a long way.
Correct.
Would there be any value to trying to take off that molding and caulk it, or do you really need the whole surface to be solid?
I have seen homeowners do that with clear silicone caulking to seal every seam of every board. It's very painstaking to have to do that. Very meticulous kind of work, but I have seen people do that and it does work. The homeowner pointed out that this room tends to be one of the coldest in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is also the end of the run for the baseboard for the heating system. But you can see here it's an 8-foot wide baseboard and half of it is covered with toys and is being blocked. So really the baseboard is only going to work well to heat the room if it's exposed and open and there's airflow through here.
That was Keith Carson reporting.